Hey, welcome back for another review. Today I'm going to be talking about Morgan Taylor's spring collection. It's called the Out in the Open collection. This is a neutral collection with a lot of tranquil, subtle shades. Here's a quote from their founder. The colors in this collection are our fresh new take on a soft palette for the springtime. There are playful finishes, soft shades, and neutral classics that will ensure the collection has a little something for everyone. It's all about colors that give us a fresh new take as we head into the new year, and we are determined to make it a good one. So I like the idea behind this collection. Some of you, I think, might think a few of these shades make you think of fall a little bit, but I didn't mind because I really loved the shades, and I think they can pull off as summer shades as well. And so if you like a more neutral palette, then you're really gonna like this collection. Also, I don't know if you guys are aware, but Morgan Taylor Polish works with Gelish, and so Gelish does gel polishes. So usually when they release a collection, they come out with these shades in the gel form, which is under Gelish brand. So I just wanted to make you guys aware of that. If you really like gel nails and you like some of these colors, you can find them there. Okay, so let's talk about all the polishes in the collection. I'm really excited because I'm really loving the formula and really loving the collections that Morgan Taylor is coming out with. This first one is In the Clouds, and it's like the softest blue that you can really go before getting white. The formula is really fantastic. It's going to be opaque in almost one. Like, it was so close, but not quite. That's how a few of these were in this collection, even the lighter ones. But I did 2 coats just to ensure that it got full coverage, because when it dried down, it definitely did need to. But it's so close. It is beautiful. I love this shade so much. It's a little bit more muted too, so it's really soft and calming. I really enjoyed this one. I think I pulled out OPI My Boyfriend Scales Walls, because that one is like, that's probably even lighter blue as you can go before you get to white, and I think that one is lighter than this one. You'll see that I compared it to some of Essie's and OPI's popular light blues that they have, like Essie Find Me an Oasis, but that one is a little bit brighter blue than this, and they're just a little bit different. This one definitely has a subtle quality to it, which means it has a little bit more gray, and you'll see it compared to It's a Boy by OPI as well, and they're definitely not the same. So Pots of Tea from Morgan Taylor, I thought that would be exactly the same. So that one actually is kind of the same base, but that one has like a golden shimmer running through it. It's really pretty. That has more of a sheer finish, just so that shimmer shines through, so they are different. But if you like that color tone of that one, you're really gonna like this one, and they're not exactly the same. So let's get into those comparisons. Next up is Keep It Simple, and it's this beautiful neutral mauve shade. A lot of companies have been coming out with colors like this, but this one's a little bit different to me because it has a little bit more purple in it. The formula on this one is fantastic. I really like this one quite a bit. It was so close to being opaque in 1 coat, but I did 2 coats. It's just not quite there, but it's got a really fantastic formula for a really light polish. I compared it, and you'll see those comparisons. I compared it to Go Go Geisha. This one has a little bit more purple, and then Somewhere Over the Rainbow Mountains, that one has a little bit more of like a beigey orange tone. And then Dancing and Romancing from Morgan Taylor is a little different from this as well, and you will see that in the comparisons. And let's get into those. This next one is Be Free, and it's really beautiful. It's a beautiful mauve shade. It almost has like a touch of terracotta in it. So it was kind of in between some of the terracotta polishes that I love and some of the mauve ones that I really love. So I liked it quite a bit. We are getting a lot of these mauve shades, but they must be really popular because everyone keeps coming out with them. So I think if you have fair skin, this is going to look so beautiful on you, or darker skin. Sometimes with my medium tone skin, it can kind of blend in with my skin tone, but I did like this one because it added a little bit more contrast than these usually do, just because it had that kind of terracotta touch to it. The formula on this one is fantastic. It's a 1 coater, and it just went on so nicely. Susie Calls the Paparazzi, I thought you'd want to see it compared to that because that was just released from OPI, and that one is a little bit more pink than this one. It's Your Mauve is more of a mauvey pink, and Suit and Tide, I showed you that one just because that one has a little bit more terracotta than this one. So it's still on the mauve side, but it maybe just has a touch of terracotta. And let's get into those comparisons. This next one I just love so much, and I know it's not your typical spring shade, but I'm fine with that because I love it. And there's been companies that coming out with polishes like this, and I think I like this one the best just because the color tone is like spot on to what I really like. It's a little bit more brown. It's a red brick brown, kind of a little bit mauve too. I don't know. These are really hard to explain. The formula is so good on this one. It's going to be opaque in one coat. It's just so beautiful. I compared it to Bedrock and Roll from Essie, and that one has more red in it. And I think that's why I like this one a little bit better because it has a little bit more brown. It's a little bit more muted. Olive and June JJ is a little bit more muted and has maybe more mauve in it. So this one's just a little bit more rich. And then Yank My Doodle, that name always gets me. It's lighter and more orange. So I couldn't find anything exact, and there might be something I'm missing. I don't think there is. I looked and looked and I don't think there is, but I do miss things here and there. But I don't know, there's something so calming and relaxing about this, and I think how pretty are those together? I don't know. I just really, and all these shades together. Honestly, I like the whole collection's look as a whole. It's very calming and tranquil, and that's definitely what they were going for. So I think they did a nice job. And let's get into those comparisons. This one is No Limits, and it's really beautiful. Beautiful in the bottle. It's got like a pink purple base, and it has this beautiful golden shimmer running through it, and then these beautiful iridescent flakies. It's so pretty in the bottle. This is going to be opaque in 3 coats. You might need 4 if you don't want to see the nail line. You could still see the nail line a little bit with 3. I could have done the coats maybe a little bit thicker, but I tried not to get them too thick because you have to wait for each layer in between to dry longer when you have flakies like this, or it can just kind of pull on the other layers. So I would say 3 coats and it would be fine. I like these in the bottle. I don't know. It's got a really strong golden shimmer in it, and that's kind of what takes over. When you look at it, I just see gold shimmer, and I really just want to see that purple pink shining through. So these are not my favorite to wear, but they're my favorite to look at in the bottle. They're so beautiful, and I always want to like it, but it's just a lot of golden flash for me. But I think a lot of you are gonna like these. A lot of you guys really like the ones that Essie came out like this. Bon Bon Newt is like really close to this one. Of course, it doesn't have those flakies, but again, it's got that golden shimmer with that pink purple base, and so obviously I did comparisons for that, and you guys can see it, and I did comparisons to the other one in the collection as well. This is quite unique. No one really has the flakies in there like this. So if you love polishes like this, definitely get this one because I think you will really enjoy it. It's just so fun to look at. And let's get into those comparisons. This next one is Dancin' in the Sunlight. It makes me think of that song, Dancin' in the Moonlight. So I really like that name. It's really cool. Okay, so this is a beautiful champagne shimmery color. It's really, really pretty. The formula is great. It's going to build up in about 2 coats, I think. I think I did 2. It's really beautiful. It totally reminds me of the glistening sand at the beach. It reminded me of Destin, Florida. So it did give me that like calming, tranquil thoughts. So if you like shimmery colors like this, you're really going to like this one. I did not do comparisons for this just because it's champagne shimmer. The shimmer in there is pretty fine. Morgan Taylor does not have anything like this, at least in my collection. I don't have a ton of their polishes, though. They might have something close to this, but I think it's a beautiful accent shade, and I think it goes really well with this collection. And that's it. I think you guys will really like this one. Okay. So let's pick favorites here. I'm just gonna stick with these 2 just because I think they go together so well. And oh man, it's been a while since I've done nail art. I really need to get on the ball with that, but I think these would be, like I always say, so pretty together in a nail art design. So these are my favorites. So take time and unwind. I know it's not springish, and I know I'm gonna get some of you saying that it's not, but I still love it. And then In the Clouds, which is just beautiful, especially this time of year. So I liked those 2 probably the best, and if I had to pick a mauve, I'd pick this one just because I thought it was a little bit more fun, and this is the darker one called Be Free. So what are your thoughts on this collection? Do you like the idea behind this collection? Are you wanting more brighter spring or in pastel colors? There hasn't been really any companies that have come out with like straight on pastel spring colors, which I'm kind of craving. So I was a little bit bummed about that. But I like a lot of these collections for different reasons. So what are your thoughts? Let me know down below. Make sure to like and comment and subscribe. Thank you so much for all your commenting. I have some that comment over and over again, and I just really appreciate you so much. It really does help me out. And we will see you next time. Thanks, guys. Bye.